Hi, this is Bob Wright with the University of Nebraska Entomology Department. I'm going to talk about one of the booths we have at this year's Husker Harvest Days. It's focused on integrated pest management, adapting to change. And so what is IPM? It's a strategy to use all available pest management options to prevent economically damaging pest outbreaks and to reduce risks to the human health and the environment. And what we are dealing with in adapting to change is that we have both resistant pests to pesticides and new pests that are emerging over time that we have to continue to adapt to. And in terms of the invasive and resistant pests, it takes a great deal of knowledge to develop an IPM program. And when new pests appear, this often disrupts the current IPM systems. And our first response to new pests is often pesticide use. That's a quick strategy we can use, but it may disrupt the current systems that we've spent a lot of time developing. And additionally, even for native pests, repeated use of pesticides with the same mode of action may lead to resistance development, and this can occur with both insects, weeds, and plant pathogens. And so some of the potential weed problems we're going to talk about include Palmer amaranth, which is a big problem in terms of resistance to multiple herbicides, and a potential invasive pest we don't have yet in Nebraska, but it's on the priority invasive watch list, is absinthe wormwood. In terms of insects, western corn rootworm is a major pest in corn in Nebraska, and it particularly has developed resistance to multiple types of insecticides, as well as a couple of different types of Bt corn hybrids. And Japanese beetle is an invasive pest in Nebraska. It's been in the U.S. since 1916, but it's only been in Nebraska in the crop areas for about 20 years, but it continues to expand its range. It can be a pest of corn and soybeans, as well as a variety of ornamental and horticultural crops in the home garden. And in terms of plant diseases, tar spot is a new pest in the Midwest. It has not yet been found in Nebraska, but it's in states to the east of us. It's something we're actively watching for. It's a fungal pathogen. Another fungal pathogen is frog eye leaf spot, is a pest of soybeans. And the issue with this problem is that it has resistance to one of our fungicide classes. So for all of these pests that we're talking about, generally the strategy is to use multiple tactics, not rely just on pesticides. Also, if we do use pesticides, not to use the same product or the same mode of action repeatedly. In some cases, we have the option of using multiple modes of action at once in some of our pesticide products. This also can be helpful. So the main thing we're trying to emphasize, if you see what used to work to manage plant diseases, weeds, and insects isn't working in your area, there may be an issue with pesticide resistance, or we have invasive pests that are moving into the area. UNL is conducting research on alternative approaches to these problems, and we're appropriately doing evaluation of new products to give you information on what would work in your area. So for additional resources, we have our cropwatch.unl.edu website, which is our weekly newsletter during the growing season, or you can follow us on Twitter with UNL Cropwatch. We hope you come by and come talk to us at Husker Harvest Days. We'll have several specialists and educators who work in pest management to answer your questions. Thank you.